start হয়ে যায়
Hello.
yeah go ahead
Yes, sir. I am done with the one second. Of all these topics, what is I have completed till Java data types, sir, yesterday, and I have done this PPT. Difference between C++ and Java. So the comparison index.
let's go over those topics which you have covered last
Yeah,
time
this.
which topics you covered
Last time I have covered it, this only these three topics, sir. Three topics, and later up to today, till yesterday, I completed this Java data types.
walk me through those topics and let's see
Shall I show my presentation or shall I
yeah
open the
show me
tutorial?
the presentation
Yeah, this is the presentation, sir. As you have asked me to do the PPT, I have done for that one. So here are the differences between the C++ and Java. The comparison indexes is platform dependence. First one, this.
put it in a view mode
One second. Can you see now, sir? Hmm. The difference between C++ and Java is platform dependence. So C++ is dependent and Java is independent. It is mainly used for system programming. This is used for application programming. And the design goal is for system and
so what
application.
is system programming what is application programming
No, sir, I don't know exactly. Application programming, I am thinking that like web services, whatever we are creating, that is the application program. But I don't know what is system programming. Am I correct or not? Also, I don't know.
no that's not correct
Hmm.
so system programming is the programming or applications which are directly running in system.
Okay.
For example, let's say Android operating system which is there in your mobile.
Hmm.
So Android operating system is a system program. So
Okay.
that is directly running in the system.
Hmm.
Beyond that, there is no other software. But
Yes.
all other application is running on top of that platform or that system software.
Hmm.
For example, your let's say phone pay or Facebook or any other, let's camera. So these all kind of other applications which you have in mobile, those are running on top of that.
Okay.
Those are application program.
Okay.
Similarly, in laptop or in a PC, you have the operating systems. So those operating systems are system programming.
Hmm.
But on top of the operating system, let's say you are opening a browser or
Hmm.
you are opening any, let's say, Excel file, Excel.
Hmm.
So Excel is a application program,
Okay.
something like
Hmm. So, design goals for system and application programming created as a, for in Java, it is created as an interpreter for printing systems and as a support for network computing. That I don't know, sir.
that.
Create, Created as an interpreter for printing systems. I didn't get it.
Printing systems and as a support for network
Network
computing.
computing.
So yesterday you saw that bytecode which we have seen that Java file is converted into bytecode.
Yes.
Then those bytecodes would run as an application whenever we deploy it in any other operating system.
Hmm.
Okay. So before it runs, it has to interpret that bytecode.
Okay.
So there will be always an interpreter in case of
Hmm.
Java who will
Hmm.
interpret that bytecode and then as system specific, operating system specific, it will convert and then it will run there.
Okay.
Okay, so that is why it is created as an interpreter
Hmm.
for printing the systems. Printing
Okay.
system means on top of the system it is working, as I mentioned, right? So virtual machine is there, and then on top of virtual machines, your Java application will run.
Okay.
Java application does not run directly on the hardware.
Okay.
And as a support for network computing. So it provides you the advantage of doing network programming. So like
Hmm.
network related router, switches, and all those things can be controlled using Java program.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Uh,
Next is go to. Supports go to statement, does not support to go to statement. You said that in coming classes we will be knowing about this one.
yeah, but I can give you a brief. See,
Hmm.
in C++ and all, the go to keyword is there. So there you can write the program blocks,
Okay.
block one, two, three, four, like that. So let's say you are in block one program
Hmm.
of the program. Then you say go to four, block four. Then you can
Okay.
skip two and three, and it will go to four.
Hmm.
Okay, so like that, like how you are doing if else statement, right? If
Yes.
else true, then you go to else true, right? Else
Hmm.
is blocked. In
Hmm.
that case, after if it is a immediate else.
Hmm.
But if you have a go to facility, then you can jump to multiple steps and go to the any one randomly wherever you want.
Hmm.
Okay. So that go to statement and programming is available in C, C++, but that is not there in Java.
Okay, sir. And next is multiple inheritance. It supports, it does not support, it supports and it does not supports the multiple interfaces.
Does not support.
It does not support the multiple inheritances achieved by interfaces in Java.
Hmm. So actually, this statement little careful.
Yeah.
It supports multiple inheritance, but through interface.
Okay.
Okay, so that is why it's saying achieved by interfaces. So when you say, if you say only it does not support, then it is wrong, na?
Yes, yes, sir.
It
So,
supports, but via interface only, not via classes.
okay, okay. Shall I change it, sir? It
Yeah,
is
you change
fine if
it.
I have
Correct,
wrong.
correct. Because in interview, they will, confuse you. So you
Okay,
yourself will be confused. It does not support. Then why is saying that through interface?
okay,
It supports, but only through interface.
okay, sir. I'll change it, sir. So next one is operator overloading. It supports, it does not support. So what is this operator overloading, sir?
So operator, see, in Java, hmm, when you say, let's say, you are doing addition of two numbers, a
Hmm,
plus, okay,
hmm,
so that numbers either should be integer or float or double, like they should be basically a decimal number or integers. Okay,
okay.
but in C++, what I can do, that plus can be added to add anything else. For example, I can add two strings like concatenation.
Hmm,
I can add two objects. I can add two block of text. I can add numbers. I can add one number, one text. So anything I want, I can do it, provided I, overload that plus, sign with that functionalities. So there is some provision that I can overload. Means I can define that what is the meaning of plus. Is it a meaning of plus is only to add numbers, or I can add text also. I can add two text, or I can add one number, one text. So
hmm.
that you can overload, and inside that method you can define how they can be added.
Okay,
Okay, but in Java it is not.
okay, sir.
In Java, actually, classes are created, libraries are created to do those operations. But in
Okay.
C++, they provide it. This is
Hmm.
actually creates many complex issues because when you say plus, normally people think it is adding numbers and all, but behind the scene, it might do so many other operations, right? It is outside of normal understanding. So it creates many complex issues.
Okay, sir. So next one is pointer. C++ supports the pointers. In Java, there is a restricted pointer support. And compiler and interpreter uses compiler only. It uses both compiler and interpreter. call by value and call by reference. C++ supports both, but Java supports only call by value. As you said yesterday, there will not be written here. Return of the value.
No, 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 no. That is different. Return type
Uh-huh.
that in the program which you saw yesterday, there void was there. Void means it will not.
Hmm.
That is there in C++ and Java both. But here it is telling it is call by value and call by reference. Okay.
Hmm.
So call by reference means it will update the object reference directly. So when you call pass
Okay.
an object,
Mhm.
okay, it changes the object itself. But
Okay.
in Java, it does not do. It changes the value, not the object reference. So that when
Okay.
you will do a real-time program, you will understand that better.
Okay, sir.
It can be understood only through programming.
Okay. Structure and union supports both. It does not support. Thread support does not have built-in support for thread. Has built-in threads. Has built-in thread. There is a built-in thread inside the Java. So documentation comment does not support. It supports the documentation comment.
Do you know what it means? Documentation.
No, sir. I don't know.
Inside the Java program, you can write comments. Okay. Uh,
Huh.
Before the class, inside the method, outside the method, everywhere. So whatever comments you write, if you can write some specific format, that is slash double star and
Huh.
slash star, like the different formats are there, and then you can write only one command for generating a document. Then the entire application, whatever Java programs you have, it will
Hmm.
create a document with the comments which you have mentioned.
Hmm.
So for every class, it will pick all those commands and it will prepare a documentation like that day you show J2AC and J2E document, API document,
Hmm.
right? So that document is coming like this. So
Okay.
nobody is writing that HTML file or designing that HTML file manually. So those are there in the core Java program itself.
Okay.
So whatever you show the packages, inside package you have class, when you click on a class, then again it will show you the hierarchy, methods, and all description of variables, everything, right? So all those details nobody is writing on hand in document. Those are written in the program itself. The
Hmm.
program itself, it is explained what is what.
Okay.
And then when we run that command, it automatically generates that document.
Okay.
So it saves so much of time.
So when we are running, sir, along as you said, we will be giving the comment or we will be giving the explanation. What is that happening there?
Right.
So when we are executing that, this that also will be displayed along with this one,
No, no, the
along with the
comment will not be displayed.
only for our understanding. We will be writing over that. That's
Understanding, and also when
hmm.
you give that application to someone else, okay, so
Hmm.
let's say you have developed
Yeah.
okay, and I am buying the application, okay,
Hmm.
I don't know code. So what
Hmm.
you will do is you will write so nice dot command. I will
Hmm.
just read the document and I will understand what the application is doing.
Okay.
Hmm. So it
So
is perfect. Yeah.
this I wrote as wrong, sir. I will correct it. This is virtual keyword, but I wrote it as keyboard. It supports C++ and no virtual keyword is available in Java. Hardware nearer to hardware, no, not so interactive with hardware. Next, object oriented, no single root hierarchy, single root hierarchy. This you explained me yesterday, sir. Okay. Here, this is the next topic I am looking at. So, this one I completed, sir. Now, the next topic is a Hello Java program. So, first Java program, Hello World. For this, I have prepared the PPT, and the first slide is about the requirements for Java Hello World example. So, yeah, sure. One second. The requirements for Java Hello World program is for executing any Java program, JDK software must be properly installed. To set the path of the installed JDK, set the path of the JDK/bin directory. This I have done it, sir. Create the Java program, compile and run the Java program. So these are the requirements. First, what we have to write a program, and next I have wrote this one yesterday. I showed you already how I have written. So this is the program, and what is the compilation flow that is happening inside the program? It is represented with a picture that we'll have a Java code. It gets compiled into the bytecode. So when we compile Java program using Java AC tool, the Java compiler converts the source code into bytecode.
So yeah, so now you understand why I told you to write 5 programs. With
Yes,
these
sir.
statements, you can now easily understand what is happening.
Hmm. Hmm.
Right? If you would not do a program, then you would not understand. It would have been very imaginary and you had to guess so many things. Right?
Yes,
Now
sir.
you don't have to guess. You can see. Yesterday I showed you how the bytecode is look like,
Hmm.
what is there inside that, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Next to the description of first Java program. So what are all the parameters used in first Java program? It is like, as we can see in this program, the class, public, static, void system, everything is explained in elaborately here. The parameters used in first Java program is class. It is a keyword used to declare a class in Java. Public means it is visible to all. Static, the core advantage of static method is that there is no need to create an object to invoke the static method. The main method is executed by the JVM, means Java Virtual Machine, so it does not require creating an object to invoke the main method. So it saves memory. Basically, we are mostly concentrating on saving of the memory while using the static word. Void, it means it does not return any value, as you said before. Main is represents the starting point of the program.
So did you understand static properly?
Yes, no, actually, I understood, sir. I understood this one, so that's why I have written like in precise that it saves the memory. But here, I understood that it is a main method executed by the JVM, so it does not require creating an object. This I understood, but this one I didn't get it exactly, sir. Create an object to involve.
Yesterday I gave you a hint actually on static.
Hmm.
So what happens is in JVM, Java Virtual Machine, there is different areas, memory areas.
Ha.
Now, static is the one where it stores in a particular memory area where directly the application can access it, call it.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay. But whenever we create any object, okay,
Hmm.
it goes to heap memory. So there are different types of memory in JVM.
Hmm.
Goes to heap memory. So if it goes to heap memory means it has to come through the main only and it has to be accessed through different threads
Hmm.
whenever it goes to object, the
Hmm.
heap memory. That is why the work becomes more whenever it is inside object. So if it is an object means reference has to be created, memory has to be allocated, all the operation has to be done, then again object has to be cleaned. So there are so many extra work. If there is a extra work, it helps in so many other ways. So I mean, since static is helping you to save memory, that does not mean that you can make everything static. It will save memory. No, only the limited and very little amount of thing only you can make as static.
Okay.
So that is why that object-oriented programming is so popular, and that object roots concepts are also very important, which you need to learn or
Hmm.
check how internally many functionalities and feature you can achieve through object-oriented programming. But if you
Oh,
make them static, you cannot do that object-oriented.
okay. So the way we are giving like string args or string args brackets is used for command line argument system that out dot println is used to print the statement. And here I have seen the valid Java main method signature, so we can write this public static void main in any of these formats. But sir, I didn't get here this one, the public static void main string dot 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 args. What is this? I didn't get it, sir.
It is a format of declaring parameter that
Hmm.
you can have multiple parameters.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay, so here and also unlimited parameter, not a specific, and the number of parameters is not defined. So you can have multiple parameters. This is
Okay.
string dot 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 out means you can have multiple string parameters dynamically, 2, 3, 4, like that. But in the previous three, you see it is only one parameter.
Hmm.
In the bottom also those are one parameter only. string dot dot dot, you can it is specifying that you can, when you are using it, you can pass multiple parameters to it.
So what are these two, sir? Final public static void main and final strictfp public static void main. I didn't get them.
This is a
The
signature of
last.
the this is a signature of main method.
Okay.
A signature, and this is a defined method.
Hmm.
Whenever you run any Java program,
Hmm.
it will try to find only this signature. If
Hmm.
the signature is there, then only it will run that program. So give me one.
Okay.
Give it in a view mode.
Yeah, yeah. 1 second, sir. Just you are not there. I was correcting that one. So, huh. Yes, sir. This one we are discussing. Final.
A predefined signature. Okay.
Okay.
So when you are saying Java and program name, right? You compiled and ran one program. Okay.
Hmm.
So when you say Java program name, that way
Hmm.
what happens is it tries to find first that class name. Let's say
Hmm.
Java Hello World. So first you will see find that Hello World program inside your folder in that path. You have set the path. Then
Hmm.
that path, once it finds that class file, it will
Hmm.
load into the JVM memory.
Okay.
Okay. Now once it loads into the memory, then it will find that static method main
Hmm.
to run it.
Hmm.
Once it finds this signature, then it will start the execution there.
Okay.
So that is why it is required. So every application will have at least one main method like this to start the program. Any Java
Hmm.
application. If you don't
Okay.
have this main method, that application cannot run.
Okay.
Your execution starts here.
Hmm.
So that
So,
it is saying that see, the different format they have given, right?
yes,
So
sir.
in the interview, okay,
Hmm.
question answer session, or in the, let's say you are writing a test, okay,
Hmm.
in the test also they will confuse you. They'll say static public void main and this format, then you will think that it is wrong, but it is not. So these
Hmm.
all different ways you can write that.
Okay. This is important that we have to remember how can we write.
Different formats are there, but normally we write the first one,
Hmm.
public static void main. I think you is first and second one, okay, the difference is the space. Okay,
Yes, sir.
difference is the space in the curly square
Hmm.
bracket.
Hmm. Hmm.
So that does not matter. But that main format is that public static void main string, and adjacent to that you have square bracket, then in args.
Hmm. So these are the invalid Java main method signatures. So public void main
Can you tell
strings.
me each one why it is invalid?
Uh,
Why first one is invalid?
Space, sir.
Void main? No, static is not there.
Public void static main. Yes. Then this one with public is not there. That's why, sir.
Yeah.
And public void static main string. This one I am not finding it. Public void main static.
Go to the previous page.
So it is given a static main. Public
See,
static void
return type
main.
is after static always.
Hmm.
Return type is just before the method.
That's what, sir.
Main is
Here
the method.
he wrote after void.
Go there.
Hmm. Hmm. And abstract public static void main.
So it cannot
So
be abstract.
abstract. Hmm. What is this abstract, sir? Here, what does it
Abstract
represent?
is a way of defining one class
Hmm.
where you don't need to define all the methods inside it.
Hmm.
So in Java, two ways we can achieve abstraction. One
Hmm.
is abstract method keyword, another is interface. Okay.
Okay.
In the interface, all
Hmm.
the methods are abstract. Means there will not be any body inside the method. You just define the method name only and return type.
Hmm.
Okay, in the interface. So in the interface, there is not a single method which is defined. But there would be a situation where out of, let's say, 10 methods are there, you want to define two methods.
Hmm.
Okay. So in that case, you have to use abstract so that
Okay.
you can define those two methods.
Hmm.
There,
So,
there in upcoming classes, you will see there will be uh, detailed difference between abstract and interface. Abstract class and interface. So that time
okay.
you learn more.
Hmm. So here I have completed the next two topics. The next one is this one, program internal. So
Yeah.
for that I have prepared the slide. So internal details of Hello Java program. What happens at the compile time? At compile time, the Java file is compiled by Java compiler. It does not interact with OS and converts the Java code into the bytecode. Here we can see it. What happens at the runtime? At runtime, the following steps are performed. The class file, as you showed me yesterday, when we compile, the class file will be formed. So class file that will be converted into a class loader. Then the
It is not converted. Class loader is another Java class or utility. Class
okay.
loader will read that class file and then it will upload. So it will
Mm-hmm.
verify that bytecode.
Mm.
See what is happening here? Class file is there, and
Mm.
class loader is another class. Okay,
Okay.
which will read
Mm-hmm.
that content of that class.
Mm.
After reading the content, then it will verify that bytecode. So I told you
Okay.
that if you change anything in the bytecode or
Mm.
it will not work. So it will
Mm.
verify that is
Mm.
everything is fine and is secure or not.
Mm.
After that, it will interpret, means it will convert it,
Mm.
and then it will put into runtime environment.
That time. And then it gives us the
After
output
runtime
text
environment, then it goes to hardware.
hardware.
So it converts into hardware level. At the end, it is zeros and ones only.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So here, what is a class loader? It is a subsystem of JVM that is used to load class files. So whatever the class files we are having, that will be loaded here. Sir, here loading means it will read all the class files what we have got.
Yes. So whatever class files will be generated
Hmm.
on demand, whenever you
Hmm.
call that class file,
Hmm.
class, that time first it will load into JVM memory. See, right now when you have compiled, it is there only your physical hardware.
Hmm.
You compile it and you can open the file and you can see it there.
Hmm.
But when you are running the Java program, that time
Hmm.
it first creates one instance of the JVM. Then
Hmm.
inside that instance of the JVM memory, it will load that class file first. Then
Okay.
after execution, then class file also will be unloaded from the JVM, and
Hmm.
then that JVM also will be shut down.
Okay.
So
So,
temporarily, it is like it creates one area and it consumes some memory. It will take the class file, it will do all the operations, it will run it. Once execution is done, then it
hmm.
will unload everything from the memory. Then your virtual machine will shut down.
Okay. So next one is bytecode verifier. Checks the code fragments for illegal code that can violate access rights to objects. So so what I understood it verifies the code. Hmm. Interpreter is read bytecode stream, then execute the instructions. Can you save? This is the question, sir. It is. Can you save a Java source file by another name than the class name? Yes. If the class is not public, it is explained in the figure here. Um, yes, class simple. It is given public static void main compiler and bytecode. This I didn't get it exactly, sir. Class
So
name
it is
will.
saying, can you save a file source name by another name than the
Hmm,
class name? Okay.
hmm,
So if you want to run that class and in
hmm.
the main method, then it has to be same
Yes,
class name
actually,
and main.
whatever the class name we are giving, that name only we are saving.
Ah, ah.
Hmm,
But if you see here, it is a hard.java. But
hmm.
actually, can you test this?
Which one, sir? This one?
Previously, it was not possible. Okay.
Hmm,
It has to used to be same.
hmm.
Okay. Can you try this exercise? Write a program later on. Okay. Write a program.
I'll make a note in my classwork, sir. That's right. Eh?
Write a program where class name and the file name is different.
Implement a program where class.
File name are different.
Hmm. Shall I move on, sir?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hmm. This is the next topic, sir. How to set path in Java. There are two ways to set the path in Java. First one is temporary and the second one is permanent. How to set the temporary path of JDK in Windows. This I have done, sir. Steps to set the temporary path. Whatever he has given in the form of screenshots he has given in the Java T tutorial. So by looking at that, I have done this one in my computer. Open the command prompt, copy the path of the JDK slash bin directory. This one. So this one is for permanent. And so next topic is the difference between JDK, JRE and JVM. So JDK is a Java development toolkit. It is useful in developing Java applications, include JRE, compiler, debugger and tools. It is platform dependent. So JRE is execution essentials, runs Java applications, include libraries and JVM. It is also platform dependent. Next comes the JVM. It is platform independent powerhouse. This I didn't get. What is that platform independent powerhouse?
Yeah. First of all, you understand what is platform independent, right?
Yeah.
Why it is saying powerhouse means it is a powerful feature.
Okay.
So using that JVM, you are able to achieve so many functionalities and you are able to do so many activities which you cannot do in other platforms or other programming language. So it is a
Hmm.
powerful language, or that's why it is a powerhouse. It
So
provides
that
full of
means
power.
only powerful language, but it does not have any meaning in Java, right?
Uh,
No. It is platform, so executes Java bytecode, the machine independent, and provides an abstract environment, and it is platform independent. So here, this is the next topic, sir. They have given elaboratively what is Java virtual machine. So in that, even the architecture is also explained here. The first one is Java Virtual Machine is an abstract machine, as we know. It is a specification that provides runtime environment in Java bytecode can be executed. JVMs are available for many hardware and for many hardware and software platforms. That is, JVM is platform dependent.
so
Platform
just
independent,
understand
right,
this.
sir?
Java is platform independent, whereas JVM is platform dependent.
Dependent, huh?
Okay. So for every different operating system, you need a different version of JVM.
Okay, sir. So this JVM has
It's a
three.
very important interview question. Okay.
Can you repeat it again, sir? I'll make a note.
See, JVM is platform dependent.
JVM is platform dependent. Yes.
Java is not platform dependent.
Okay, sir.
It is like so.
Platform dependent. So here the question will be whether JVM is platform dependent or not, and Java is
No,
that's the
they will
question, sir.
say that for operating system,
Hmm.
if you have a Linux operating system and you have a Windows operating system,
Hmm.
okay, in those cases you have to install different JVM. Okay,
Hmm.
same JVM exe file will not work. So that means
Hmm.
it is dependent. So they will confuse you. See, when you
Hmm.
are trying to install JVM, Java
Hmm.
JDK,
Hmm.
okay, when you are trying to install JDK,
Hmm.
same JDK exe file will not run in Windows and in Linux.
Hmm.
So that means it is dependent
Hmm.
because you
Hmm.
are needing different exe file, you need different installation method process.
Hmm.
So then how Java is independent? That is the question they will ask.
Okay.
Then you have to say yes, JVM is dependent and that is how Java becomes independent, because JVM will be specific to the operating system, and then when you have a bytecode, it can read that bytecode and it can convert specific to that operating system.
Okay, sir. Bytecode to convert into specific execution. Okay, sir. I'm just making a note of it, the question. So JVM has three components. It is a specification, implementation, and runtime instance. A specification is where working of Java virtual machine is specified, but implementation provider is independent to choose the algorithm. Its implementation has been provided by this. I didn't get, sir. What is the specification?
The specification where working of Java virtual machine is specified, but implementation provider is
Is independent.
independent to choose the algorithm. Okay, its
Hmm.
implementation has been provided by Oracle and other companies. So
Hmm.
you see that J2E and J2EC API
JC.
documentation,
Hmm.
right? Now let's say you take an example of a string.
Hmm.
Now a string is a class. Now how the string class works internally, that depends
Hmm.
on the company how they are going to define it.
Okay.
So see, a string will store certain characters or text. Okay.
Hmm.
Now that text will be stored inside the JVM memory. Okay.
Hmm.
Now how it will be stored, how it will be cleared, how its value will be calculated, how concatenation will happen. So though each and everything has a different algorithms.
Okay.
So those algorithms are differently chosen by different companies.
Mm-hmm.
So Oracle has a different version of JDK,
Hmm.
and there is Open JDK. Okay, then any other company like Sun Microsystem has their own version of JDK. Okay, so that JDK itself is of different versions.
Okay.
Okay, so company can build their own versions of JDK, but they have to follow that
Hmm.
specification of JVM. What is
Okay.
the specification of JVM? That is a master guideline. Using
Okay.
that master guideline, anybody can prepare any different ways they want.
So it is something like the base of the JVM should not be changed. That should be there, but the way we will be
Implementation
using
way
it.
could be different.
Okay. So here the is independent to choose the algorithms means any set of algorithms are pre-specified, sir, or that can be made by us only.
No, there is no pre-specified. It is made by
Uh-huh.
anybody, and anybody can innovate it.
Okay.
So, like you are cooking. I'll take a example. There are two cookers there. So,
Hmm.
biryani you have to prepare. So,
Hmm.
there is a specification that very biryani should look like this, and it should be tasting like this or something. Some common things will be there. There, so that it is a biryani.
Hmm.
Okay, but two people will prepare in two different ways. They will
Yeah.
prepare to give you different masalas. The steps of preparation could be different. Somebody will fry the masala first, then they will give the rice. Somebody will give the rice first, and they will mix the masala first, and then they will boil. So
Hmm.
techniques or the algorithms are different. But at
Okay.
the end, when you produce both, flavor will be different, taste will be different. But at the same time, they both will be called as biryani.
Hmm. Okay. And implementation, its implementation is known as Java runtime environment. Runtime instances, whenever you write Java command on the command prompt to run the Java class, an instance of JVM is created. Here, the JVM performs
So
following up.
let's do one thing. I have to move on for another meeting.
Hmm.
Okay. So we'll continue this session, okay,
Okay.
after some time, and I will tell you when we have to do and how many topics are pending.
Uh,